Graham, welcome back. The member for Murray.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Deputy Prime Minister, Minister for Infrastructure, Transport and Regional Development. Will the Deputy Prime Minister update the House on how the government is standing together with regional communities to deliver services Australians rely on in rural and regional Australia, including in health and education? And are there any risks to this investment in regional Australia?
The Deputy Prime Minister has the call.
Well, I thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Murray for his question. And he, like all of us on this side of the House, knows and understands that strong regions build a strong economy. Strong regions build a strong country, and that's what we're committed to each and every day. Good economic management is good for regional Australia. When the regions are strong, so too is our nation. So too is our nation. And we've helped small businesses, particularly those in the member for Murray's electorate and elsewhere in regional Australia, create 1 million jobs in 5 years. We've got tax cuts for small businesses, particularly in regional Australia, that make such a difference. $1.4 billion in regional programs and billions more in regional infrastructure, with more to come, Mr Speaker. It's about more doctors in the bush through the Murray-Darling Rural Medical Schools network. That's going to be important infrastructure to help doctors have more doctors so that they can train from end to end, because we know that when they train in the bush, chances are they'll stay in the bush. And I really have to compliment the Minister for Health. The Minister for Health, who has enabled, thanks to our strong economy, enabled more drugs to go on the PBS, such as Orkambi. And when you talk about Orkambi, you talk about Jack and Annalise Golder from Temora Shire. They go to school in Area Park in my electorate. They're just young kids. They want the best possible future, and they're going to have that. They're cystic fibrosis sufferers, but thanks to having a strong economy, we can put more life-saving drugs on the PBS, and it's kids like Jack and Annalise who are going to benefit from that. It's also fixing Labor's independent youth allowance mess, so country kids don't have their potential limited by their postcode. We're lifting the parental income cut-off for the workforce participation independence criteria for regional students from $150,000 to $160,000, and by a further $10,000 for each additional child in the family. And we've appointed a National Rural Health Commissioner, Dr Paul Worley, and I pay tribute to the member for Lyne for his work in that regard, and as well former Senator Fiona Nash when she was the Rural Health Minister. I think she'd actually make a very good member for Eden Monaro. I do. Absolutely. Now, there's job-creating, productivity-enhancing infrastructure, of course, as well, such as upgrades to the North East Rail Line that's going to benefit people in the Murray electorate. It's the Echuca-Moama Bridge across the Murray River. It's the $20 million regional jobs and investment package. Now, 21 projects in the member who asked the questions electorate. It'll create more than 750 jobs in the region, and more than 440 of those will be ongoing. But what do we see from those opposite? No money for mobile phone towers, no idea, no vision for regional Australia. That's what those opposites stand for, and rest assured that will be an absolute mess if ever that man there becomes Prime Minister.
Concluded.